KX4 Championship Bowling is brought to you by FM Automart, West Acres Bowl, and by Pepsi. Now, here's Roger Dagerman.
Welcome to another edition of KX4 Championship Bowling here at the West Acres Bowling Center. We've got 6 guys ready to go. First of all,
Jim Rasmussen.
Jim, you're from?
Fertile, Minnesota.
Fertile. We had a competitor from Fertile, I believe, last week on the program. So that area producing some fine bowlers, and I'm sure you're anxious to go after a trip on the jackpot portion.
We'd like to try.
Any idea where you'd go?
I don't know.
Something to think about if it happens, huh? Okay. Next we have
Mike Smith, Wahpeton.
Mike, we know you're from Wahpeton. We've had a number of people here. We remember you in the scratch match. You lost that heartbreaker in sudden death.
Yeah, that's right. I get a strike when I needed it.
But now you can come back and win that trip?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, good luck to you today. Next we have
Gary Roeder.
Gary, you're from?
Fargo.
Fargo, a local product here. And
yeah.
Your bowling game I've heard a lot of good words about.
Someone lied.
Well, if you get 6 in a row, you're headed for a trip, and we've got a qualifying check for $10.
Thank you.
All right, good luck today. This guy's a familiar face on the program.
Brian Olson.
Brian, you were a winner on the scratch match earlier this year, so I'm sure confidence is running high for you.
Kind of.
Well, you've been known to, carry some over, some nice Brooklyns, and mix in a little everything, right?
You bet. No problem.
Okay. Good luck today, and a qualifying check for $10.
Thanks.
All right. And in our scratch match, a couple of anxious guys ready to go at it, first of all.
Ken Beckman from Blanchard, but I bowl out of Hillsborough.
So another Hillsborough area product like we had last week. The secret to your story today will be?
Relax and have fun.
Okay, well, good luck today. You have a check here for $10.
Thank you.
All right, this next gentleman I hear a lot of good things about as well in your bowling game, and your name is, sir?
Don Schmidt from Fargo.
Don, where do you do most of your bowling?
Red River Lanes.
Red River Lanes. How about your game today? You warming up? How did it look for you?
Well, leave 10 pins like I normally do.
Okay, well, maybe they'll fall when we get to reality here. $20 for your qualifying round.
Thank you.
All right. Wayne, we're winding down on the program last 2 weeks. Maybe this is the week. We came close to giving away that car last Saturday. Maybe we'll do it this Saturday.
I think we will. We've got some good shooters, and we should have a great show.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. We'll be back with the scratch.
Cactus Jacks, we're having fun at Cactus.
Set to go here for our scratch match. Ken Beckman and Don Schmidt ready to go at it. And Don is our first competitor. And Wayne, I know you know him quite well.
Yes, I've seen Don improve his game over the years, and one of the real fine bowlers in Fargo-Moorhead right now. He has a real power game, a lot of speed, and that one is got that one out a little bit too far there. Just got to relax and let her go.
His best game at 279, 734 series at one point, and a high average of 199.
Yeah, he's got some good numbers, so he does well. His home lanes, Red River Lanes in Fargo. Okay, good cover on that spare, so he came back nicely and got his timing in line. And next bowler up is Ken Beckman. I don't know too much about Ken, being from out of town.
Yeah, he's from Blanchard, and we've had a number of participants from around the surrounding Fargo-Moorhead area that have come on the show and represented their respective communities quite well.
Yes, a good turnout from that area, and I see Ken is pretty much a power straight ball, and his main shot will be a pretty direct shot, a good solid hit in order to cover.
Well, he covers up, and so we're even through one. Well, if we would get that 300 game, maybe we'll get it next week on our final show. That would be a brand new Nissan from FM Automart. Wouldn't that be a splendid way to close out another season of championship bowling?
Great prize, and almost lost it last week. Tim Pausch had the first 7, and in the scratch match did a great job.
Well, that's got to be pressure, though, when you're thinking about a car or television lights, and he came through with 7 in a row.
Well, that's great. For really amateur bowlers, that's just an outstanding effort. Don, again, was just slightly light on that shot. He has a somewhat difficult spare here to pick up. One of the pins moved slightly, and he's got to cover him nicely. Okay, great shot.
So he covers again in the second. Ken is married with 3 children, Wayne, Christy, and Tammy. Does most of his bowling at the Hillsborough Bowling Center.
Again, fairly solid in the pocket, a little bit high, and loves the 4-pin.
It's been bowling for 25 years.
And again, a good spare. And next up on lane 9 is Don Schmidt. He works for the city of Fargo, married, and he has 7 kids. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. And he's been bowling for 35 years, so he, in some of his bowling hobbies, other than bowling, is hunting for one thing, and of course raising kids, evidently. Okay.
Well, 7 kids. My wife comes from a family with 7 kids. You don't see that any much more these days.
Not too often. Again, Don was just slightly light in the pocket, and got to do a little adjusting here to get himself zeroed into the pocket.
Well, he did the right thing that time. He was getting off on the wrong foot, so to speak, and he regrouped and
Slightly distracted, so it's a good idea just to stop and get your thoughts together and go at it. And it worked fine for him. He got a spare, the 2-4-5, which is again a difficult spare. Anytime you have more than one pin, you've definitely got to keep your concentration in order.
well, nobody's gotten hot here, but at least they're doing what they have to do and covering up their frames there with the spare.
Sure.
This is an intriguing setup
Yes,
here, Wayne.
yes,
What's the strategy?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is one of the more difficult shots, although it's relatively easy for a right-hander if he does throw from more of the right side, but I see Ken's going right at it. And he does pick it. Nice shot.
I don't know if he actually needed to hit that pin. It was walking quite a bit. If he could have just breezed by it in a hurry, maybe.
Right, the 2-7-8. That was an outstanding shot on that one. Okay, we got Don up on lane 9. He's got to do slight adjusting to get himself lined up to the right a little bit on the starting position. Just a slight overcorrection, and he got the ball on the nose.
Okay, tell me about the odds of picking this one up, Wayne.
It's I'm sure for the amateurs it's pretty awesome, but it can be picked quite often. Just slide that 6-pin into the 7, and Don, I'm sure, will be going for it.
Remember the bucket of Gatorade for
Well, a great try. He almost got it.
He really gave it a shot that time.
Sure
He
did.
wasn't conceding anything.
That's for sure.
Well, of course, the winner of today's match gets a room at the Fargo Radisson. Be sure to ask for the Bowler Special. It's a great one. Also, the winner today receives a 1-month membership at Gold's Gym. They don't sell promises. They guarantee results. Boy, he got results on that one, did Ken Beckman.
Well, he sure did. He just solid in the pocket. Again, the power game, he has to hit it awful solid or just extremely light in order to carry the strike.
Well, that's certainly opened the door for him in the 4th frame. Don having left it open there.
Right.
Today's winner will also receive a $15 gift certificate from the Speakeasy Restaurant, and I've dined there before, and that is some fine dining.
That's my wife likes the Snuggle Buggy. That's her favorite. Might mention too that the trophies for the scratch match, the 1st and 2nd, are donated by Wayne Trophies here at West Acres Bowl.
He covers quite nicely, and every contestant will receive a free car wash from Don's Car Wash, and after this long, tough winter, all our cars could certainly use that, and a 12-pack chip assortment from Barrel of Fun.
All the bowlers on the KX Championship Bowling are all winners. They all get prizes.
Boy, he throws that ball with authority. There's no denying that.
Ken definitely has the speed on it, and as you can see, he's just slightly high and did not carry, and going direct on to the shot like that does not give him the pin action. As you can see, the bowlers that have the hook shots and are shooting from the outside carry over the 1st board and into the 5th board.
So by no means do you have to be a power bowler to be successful.
That's for sure. Finesse, it's definitely still a finesse game to a certain extent. The power bowlers have taken over slightly, but only in the extreme hook and lift action. And bowlers like Don Schmidt now with the smaller hook does very well. Again, he had a little problem with pulling it to the left again.
He is having some tough pickups to go after.
He really has. He just has not been able to get himself zeroed in. Just a slight timing problem, I'm sure. A lot of times when you get on a situation like this, it's hard to get yourself relaxed enough.
And like we've said before, he could turn around 5 minutes, bowl another game, and he'd have completely different results.
Right, especially with 199 average, you know he's bowled a lot of strikes in his career. So he'll come around. He's still got a chance to get something going.
A 35-year veteran, he's been bowling a long time.
Sure has. I'll tell you what, Ken is definitely around the pocket all the time, and again, he left the 4-pin. Looks like he leaves that quite often. He's had quite a few this time.
Some of those pins might be bruised after he's done with them today.
Yes, yes. Good cover on the spare.
Well, he's certainly in control of things now. Fortunately, Don is working on an open once again, as he did in the 4th frame. Here in the 6th, working on an 89 and an open.
There's still a possibility for Don to get back in the match. He's just got to get a couple strikes going.
We saw a few weeks ago when Russ Meyer had that tremendous comeback in the 10th frame to pull it out of the hat, so to speak.
Sure did. Unfortunately, Don again threw one, left the 8-10. Is always frustrating to leave the 8-10, and the ball just did not finish strong enough to get into the pocket.
He's had about the toughest luck on the program this year that I've seen as far as those splits he's had to work with.
Yep. Okay, covered one. So he's now 98 through the 7th frame.
Well, what Ken wants to do right now is to make sure he keeps marking at the very minimal. Well, that's getting to be a familiar sight, isn't it?
Sure is, and that's a product of the shot that he has, going straight down, a direct shot, straight ball, and again, he's going to leave a lot of 4-7s, but it's an easy shot to pick up. As you see, he hasn't missed one yet, I believe.
Due to time restrictions, we now move ahead in the match.
There you can see that Ken Beckman is in control of things, certainly, as we're in the 9th frame now, and he'll go after that spare. And
in the 8th frame, he has a 47-pin lead, so he's definitely in command.
I've seen him pick up this spare before.
Yes. Okay, excellent shot. Excellent shot.
Yeah, I've seen him pick up that old 10-pin on more than one occasion.
Yeah, there you go. Instant replay.
Yeah, let's see if Don can close out in a big way here.
Okay, good shot. Just did not carry that 10-pin. Just a little bit light in the pocket. Still an excellent shot. At this point, with a spare strike, 147. That's well below his average and what his expectations were, I'm sure.
I'm sure he'd like a chance to redeem himself, but be rest assured that Don Schmidt is a fine, fine bowler.
Yes, that's for sure. He'll be back again.
Well, a strike would certainly leave a good taste in his mouth here on the final ball.
Sure would. He, probably next time he bowls, he'll shoot that 600 or 700 series. Just the way the game of bowling goes. You just never know sometime.
And he does finish on a high note. Don Schmidt closes out with a 147 today.
He did well in the 9th and 10th frames. He came back after having 3 difficult spare opens, and he definitely did good.
Wow.
Another one of those light hits. He definitely covers it.
He's ready to go for the turkey here in the 10th.
Okay, he's got a possible 204 with 3 strikes.
Be nice to see him get over that deuce.
It's always the goal of most bowlers. He's going to do it.
Well, that's a way to finish it out, and the turkey would be perfect. Looking like a little turkey in late February.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds good. And again, he had that light hit, like we were talking before, in his angle and the straight shot. It's going to be very light or head right in there.
Well, he didn't gobble that one up, but he finishes with a victory nonetheless. Ken Beckman from Blanchard, North Dakota is our winner in our scratch match, and even 200, a winner over Don Schmidt. We'll be back with Jackpot Bowling next.
Thank you.
All right. And our champion, Ken, a nice job today. Boy, you throw a ball with an authority.
Thank you.
What was the secret to your success today? You seem to lock in and have a good game.
I just bowled my normal game, I guess. Pick up the spares and throw in a strike, but I hit Don on a bad day, which was very fortunate for me.
Well, come back next year and get that new car with a 300 game.
Sure try.
All right. Wayne, an interesting show to say the least.
It really was. I like these short guys. No, I'll have some a little later. Thank you. And just like to mention that starting this weekend is the North Dakota State Women's Tournament here at West Acres Bowl, running through the middle of April. And right after that, we'll have our Mixatorium Tournament through the first part of May, team doubles and singles. So always something going on at West Acres Bowl.
And one more week to go here?
Yes, we'll see if it's a little as wild as this one, but it should be good.
We'll see if we've got a tame crew next week on KX4 Championship Bowling. And that will wrap it up.
KX4 Championship Bowling has been brought to you by FM Auto Mart, West Acres Bowl, and by Pepsi.
Lucas!
It's alright, he's going to use the dead wood.
Use the dead wood.
Nope.
Curve. That one's pretty good.
JBTV, Valley City, Fargo.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all. That's all, folks.